Hello. Happy Wednesday. How are we doing? Party people. You might just be stuck with me. I think Monique was maybe gonna try and hop on. I haven't honestly checked the group chat in a moment, but we can hang out. I really am trying to get some reading done. So I'm trying to do some real, heavy on the sprints and the reading sprints. Let's let's just say. Um, Tell me what we're reading. Tell me how your day's going. I want to know everything. I love that you're hello, really people. Hello, hello. I have I'll get us started here. I have Dowry of Blood, which is not for any tarot card, I'll tell you, because we're friends. But I'm reading it for a project and it's got to get over the line. So I'm like almost halfway through and it's reading quick. Like it's not even that it's fast paced. It's just like the chapters are short, the font is large. I feel like I could finish it today or tomorrow, which would be great for the video I need to edit. But we'll see how it goes. But so far, with the Dowry of Blood, I still don't really have an opinion of it. And that's making me nervous because I really, really want to love it and be all about it. And I still don't know. I don't dislike it, but I also don't feel like I have any strong thoughts at all. So that's fun. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Tell me also what tarot cards you're pulling or reading or prompts. I love this. Reading Our Wives Under the Sea. Oh my gosh, I need to get to this book. I've only heard wonderful, amazing things about this book, and I just think that I would love it. But do you consider Our Wives Under the Sea a horror book? Because I think that's what's scared me off before. But from the way that I've heard people talk about it, I just don't know if it would be like horror of what I would consider horror, which means maybe I would like it. But I'll get to it eventually, I think. Third of the way through Cursed Bunny. I'm going to take the exclamation marks as I'm loving it, which I love for you. Otherwise, it's just, maybe it's an enthusiastic wild time. Book 4 of Keeper of Lost Cities. Nice, nice, nice. Reading Middle of the Night by Riley Sager. I also have not read any Riley Sager. If y'all are familiar, like Daijah is the horror thriller gal. I am I am neither of those. I don't often pick up a thriller, and very, very rarely do I read any horror. It's mostly fantasy and romance over here, with a little sprinkle of mystery and other things in between. The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. Nice, nice, nice. I'm reading Tail Chaser's Song for 6 of Pentacles prompt. It'd be really cool if I knew all the prompts off the top of my head, but I definitely don't. Daijah put those together and I was like, I trust Bessie. I trust the expertise. Started the Family Upstairs. Love that y'all are thriller people. Cursed Bunny is for strength, a book related to an animal or something like that. Oh, right, because of strength and the lion. Makes sense to me. I'm reading The Wedding Date by Jasmine Guillory. I've been wanting to try Jasmine Guillory again because I don't think it was A Wedding Date. I don't remember which one I tried of hers, and I DNF'd. I just felt like it was just all fluff and no really like intrigue or conflict. But this was years ago, and I'd like to give the author another try, so maybe we'll get to it. Working on my 6th book, y'all. One Dark Window for King of Pentacles, aka Unreliable Narrator, or Villain POV. I do love a villain POV. I am so amazed that some of you are already on a 6th book. That is so wild. It makes me glad that I'm not submitting points this year. Because the book I'm reading isn't even for Tarot Readathon, which, it's all good. It's low key. It really is like a choose your own adventure, set your own pace type of deal. Oh, here we go. Def more lit fic to me. Okay, see, that would be my vibe. I do like a like unsettling literary fiction is my flavor of horror, I would say. I'm gonna get to it. I know that I'll love it. Kind of eerie, but not really horror. Okay, perfect. That's my jam for sure. In the Middle of Kings of the Wild. I remember you posted about this. I think that book looks like so much fun. Just started Wolf Gone Wild today because I needed romance today. I get that. Kings of the Wild, is that, it's like they're like a rock band, like fantasy rock band or something. It looks, I don't know if it's like fantasy comedy, but it feels like fantasy comedy, and that just sounds like so much fun. I just need that. I just love the cover of it too. Little Shop of Found Things. Very nice, very nice. Reading A Close and Common Orbit for King of Swords, and if I end up doing any chores, I'll be listening to The Burning Maze by Rick Riordan. See, I might need some productivity sprints in here as well. We will see where the evening takes us. But I also, like, I need to take another chunk out of Dowry of Blood. But I also would like to paint my gross nails, which means I could listen to an audiobook. I also have my diamond painting I've been working on, so I could do that and listen to an audiobook. I also have a bunch of Discord messages I need to reply to, so I could do that. You know, we're gonna see whatever the mood strikes once we get into it. 5 Broken Blades. This sounds familiar, but I don't know if I know what this is. I love it. Hello. Hello. You're going to love it. Our Wives Under the Sea. Not super far, but I'm loving it. There's spooky bits. Or like literary horror. I could do literary horror. I'm just not, like, I've never liked scary movies. So that's just not my thing. But the unsettling, like, psychological or literary horror, I can definitely get behind. Sammy's the best hype gal. I love this. Just finished Night Bitch. I own this. What did you think of this? Because I've heard it is a divisive one, but I feel like it's kind of what we were just talking about. I think it's just unhinged enough that I would really enjoy it. So I'm interested in your thoughts. Let's say, I'm thinking we sprint at a quarter after for our first one while I'm looking at the time. It was my favorite book of 2023, not very horror. I really don't think I've heard a single person that has disliked this book. And I know that it's a short read. I know it's a good read. Everyone loves it. It sounds spooky-yuki. It's moving up the list. I think you could handle it. I appreciate that you know the scary books that I've read, and this gives me confidence. Hello, I'm reading The Failures. It's post-apocalyptic sci-fantasy. Liking it. Love to hear it. I do love a multi-POV, like, epic like that. That sounds great. A Court This Cruel and Lovely. It sounds like there are fairies, but not. I don't know. Let me know. The way I have paced myself to go to the library to get my holes and run back home, all in this heat, just to get back in time for this live. Me, same. You're just gonna have to deal with my sweaty ass right now because I got home at probably 5:30, and it's a very hot, sweaty time to be in California right now. So it just is gonna be what it's gonna be. I do have my double beverages. One is a Sprite, one is a adult beverage, and I have a whole bowl of popcorn that I'm gonna be munching on because you gotta have those snacks and beverages. But I feel you in the heat, and also knowing, like, okay, I gotta be there. We have a party to get to. Rereading Happy Place for the prompt about a character learning a skill or art and having the best time. Okay, here's a confession. It's the only Emily Henry that I've read to this day is Beach Read. And I gave Beach Read, like, maybe when I read it like 3 years ago, I think I gave Beach Read a 4 stars. And I really think that I want to try. I think Funny Story is my best bet of loving an Emily Henry from what I think they're about or what I've seen and kind of how I've seen them broadly reviewed. So I feel like the next one that I would like to read is Funny Story, but I own Book Lovers. I don't own Happy Place. And I feel like I've heard mixed things about Book Lovers, but it's like, what's not to like? Like, we all love a romance about books or like the bookish world. So I guess what I'm saying is give me your Emily Henry ranking based on the fact, well, I want to know your Emily Henry ranking, but also what would you recommend me of hers, knowing that the only one I've read and thought was pretty good was Beach Read? Please advise. This is my first book of Jasmine. Is that the book? Is the book of Jasmine? Am I crazy? Maybe. I don't know. But if you're reading it for tarot, let me know. Oh, on my second book. Gotcha. Only my third book. See, okay, you're validating me, and I appreciate that. So that's what I was wondering. But yeah, I mean, whatever your pace is, there's no stress. Like, it's a points-based readathon, but it's also, I think with month-long readathons especially, you can kind of space it out a little bit. So hopefully it's not like too stressful. Speaking as a slow reader, I don't want it to be stressful. I'm over here hoovering books into my brain for Team Pentacles. There's always a few on every team. There's always a few that are like, don't worry, y'all, I'm on my 42nd book. and your team thanks you. Your back might start to hurt from carrying the success of the team, but they appreciate you. Six of Pentacles was a book that was gifted. My partner gave the book to me, and it's an adventure story centered around cats. It's fun and silly. I love that. I just impulse bought the other day, as when I was shopping on Pango, as you do, for a book that you are specifically shopping for, and then you find it, and then the seller's shop on Pango is like, if you spend $20, they'll give you free shipping or discounted shipping, which gets me every single damn time. And so my story is, while I was shopping for the book I was shopping for, in order to get the free shipping, I needed like one more book. And I impulsively bought a cozy mystery simply because it features dogs. And I have no idea. Then once it showed up, I found out it's like the second or third in the series of cozy mysteries, which I'm not sure if that matters for like a mystery kind of casual series like that. But anyway, I appreciate that you're reading a funny, silly adventure story about cats, because I relate, and I hope that you love it. I haven't even finished my first. Me too. Though my husband is impressed at the speed at which I'm reading. The team competition is very motivating. Yeah, there's, it's like you're all in it together. And the dopamine of like, to me, it's like the same thing as checking something off a list, is like, I know that when I submit this book, I get to go earn points and submit a form for my points. Like that was the motivation for me. It's like, I earned this. I get to complete this and mark it off. What readathon is this about? Thank you for asking. This is the Tarot Readathon. This is the third year that we've run it. I think I linked the Discord in the description if I was smart, but there's about 50-50 chance of that happening or not. But we have a whole list of prompts that coincide with all 70-something cards in a deck of tarot cards. So the idea is you pull one or as many tarot cards as your heart desires, and you match that up to the prompt on our little sheet, and off you go. And we have 4 teams, so it's kind of a competitive team-based readathon. We have all kinds of fun people in the Discord, but really we're just silly, goofy geese reading our little books, talking about it on the internet. Everyone is reading their 6th book, and I'm over here 40 pages into my first. Listen, I am 124 pages into my first book, so I'll call that the same ballpark. I'm right there with you. I'm reading 2 books between chapters, and a bit tipsy. Just fair warning for the possibility. I haven't even cracked this beer, but I'm about to. Because I did say a quarter after, which is why you guys have to help hold me accountable. Are we feeling like, what's the vibe? Do we like longer sprints? Do we like medium sprints? Think it like 45 minutes? 44 minutes? I like 44. Executive decision. I think that's the vibe. If you happen to be new to reading sprints in general, I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to shut up and mute myself. And really, you can use this as reading time, as kind of like a body doubling situation if you just need to be, in a group of people quietly doing their own thing. Or you can use this as like productivity sprints to work on that thing you want to work on, to wash your dishes, to paint your nails like I'm eventually going to do. So it's up to you. Oh my gosh. It's like select a tab out of my 5,000 tabs I have open. Okay, let's do this. There we go. Okay, so read or paint your nails or do whatever you want to do for 44 minutes. And then we'll see you back in a bit. Hello. How did we do? How's everyone doing? I feel like that was really quick and also felt like it was 3 hours long. You know? Let me catch back up. We were somewhere around Emily Henry. Let's see, like maybe here? Oh, because I was asking about Night Bitch. Really weird, but I loved it. I felt the female rage. This is speaking my language. I do love a really weird book about female rage. I just feel like it's one of those that's been on my shelf and I'm just waiting for the mood to strike. And I know that I think when I get to it, I'm going to love it. Loves an unhinged woman. I think I'd get along great with your sister. Hello. Not sure what I'm reading, but I finished Night Bitch recently. See, y'all are my people, I think. Our Wives Under the Sea was also one of my favorites. I can't recommend it enough. And I also don't like scary movies. Perfect. This is the review that I needed because I am a wimp. Here's a fun story. In college, my friends, like college students, would want to go see scary movies. And me, the FOMO would get to me. And so it got to a point where I would go with them to the movie theater and I would just buy a ticket for whatever like kids movie was playing. They would all go and see their scary movie. And I would happily sit with my bucket of popcorn alone because we went to the late shows. So it was like the 10 or 11 o'clock shows. Me, only person in the kids show at that time, while my friends were watching the scary movie. And those are some excellent memories. And sometimes, because they knew I was next door, so sometimes they would come pop out and visit me and chill from the scary movie and go back over. It was a great time. Strongly recommend. I specifically remember that Box Trolls was one of those kids movies I saw by myself in college. It was great. Oh, okay. See, I feel like this is like there has to be someone that didn't like it. Like it can't just be unanimously adored. So I get that. There is Faye in a court book. I already forgot what the rest of it was, but that makes sense to me. Catherine's here. I did see Catherine somewhere. There she is. Hello. I don't know if you're still here, but I'm happy that you were or are. Hello. I'm in Cali and all the windows and doors are open. Our old house did not have AC. And so now that we live here, we're like very sparing with the AC because it's like, oh, we survived. Like we could do it. We'll open the windows. We'll let it cool down at night. But I got home from work today and was like, I can't. And I flipped on the AC. And let me tell you, the luxury that I feel to have AC when it's 100 degrees out there's nothing else like it. There's so many things in this house that just like, it's like the silly things that we just appreciate so much. Like having a linen closet. It's like, wow, a place to store our towels and our sheets. And we hadn't had a dishwasher in our old house. It's like the small little things that has made me retroactively grateful for our old house, because it's like, I don't think I would have been so excited about a linen closet or AC, if we didn't have to live without those like small comforts as long as we did. So that's my soapbox on that. But yes, I feel you. Though usually we throw everything open and let it cool down at night. Catherine, how did you like them? Because your romance opinions are everything. I loved both of them. They're pretty different, but I really liked the dynamic and the stories in both of them. I just love the way that Hannah Grace talks about like mental health and like healthy communication in the relationships. I just adore those books. And I think the next one comes out, well, now I don't remember if it was August or October, but the next one comes out soon, I think. I will be attempting Akamath for the Judgment prompt. I wish you the best of luck. It would work for a Major Arcana too. That is the only one in the Akatar series that I liked. So I hope that you all also like it. Joining from Team Cups, going to read The Savage Beard of the She-Dwarf. That sounds awesome. That sounds like a great time. I'm here for it. Oh, okay. Okay, here is my Emily Henry question, because I wanted to know what y'all recommend that I go with after reading Beach Read. Book Lovers and Funny Story were my top two, if that encourages you. That really does. Okay, Happy Place is my favorite. It is the Tarot Readathon, yes. Funny Story and People We Meet on Vacation are the most rom-com. I do love just a rom-com, which I think Emily Henry, like doesn't always do the rom-com. So maybe I will pick Funny Story. Okay, I love Book Lovers so much. It's my favorite. I also love Beach Read. I think your best bet is Funny Story for a follow-up to Beach Read. This is the rec that I needed, Sarah. Thank you. I think I will give it a try. Maybe I'll just do an Emily Henry taste test because she has enough now. When I read Beach Read, it was her newest. No, that's not true. I think when I read Beach Read, People We Meet on Vacation had just come out. I think that's the second of her adult books, but now there's all these other choices. So now I can do a little sampling. I've only read Beach Read and I gave it the same rating as you. So we're in this together. It sounds like Funny Story might be the answer. Some people be crazy with these books. We're only on day 3. Hey, I'm now 150 pages in. I'm at exactly halfway of my first book. So it just is what it is. I'm a slow reader. And there's other things. Like, I think I'm not a person that just has like one hobby. I'm a person that has many hobbies and then overcommits myself to stuff outside of my hobbies. So I'm happy with the small wins where I can get them. I've read Beach Read and Funny Story. They are very similar. If you enjoyed Beach Read, I would recommend Funny Story. Okay, this is helpful. You guys are really convincing me. Impulse buying is the best. I found some of my favorite books through impulse buys. I recently found a gorgeous leatherbound copy, the works of Edgar Allan Poe. Wow. That is wild. I do love just walking into the bookstore and it's like, yeah, whatever calls to me. Like, I'm welcoming the impulse. That is a vibe for sure. Do you see this dog right now? I just saw her like flop aggressively behind me. She's being such a little mooch right now. Come here. No, she wants to lay there. She's cozy. I'm Team Wands and I pulled 2 cards in a row, which is weird. Oh, 2 Wands cards in a row, which is weird. And maybe I should reshuffle my deck. Sometimes if you get multiples of like similar cards or the same suit, it might just be that that's the vibe of your life or the energy. Wands in that case is like your Team Wands. It's fiery, it's energetic, it's creative. Like, it might just be that's the theme right now. I'm honestly just trying to pull my weight before my kids decide to stop allowing me to read. Having a 2-year-old and a 4-month-old and doing a readathon is dicey if I have time to read. Yeah, you got to get it in where you can. I totally get that. It sounds like you're doing, a champ job so far, so your team is lucky. I think this is how I'm going to choose my reads for always now. I have 164 books on my physical TBR, and I'm loving the prompts. We get this every year, and it makes me so happy. And it's like a fun way of kind of gamifying it, but also taking the decision out of it. Like the recent insane overcommitment video I did with my short stories. I did a spinner wheel for that exact reason. Was like, I want to read a bunch of these. I have a bunch of these, but I don't I get overwhelmed trying to figure out which one I want to read next. So I put them all in a spinner wheel and had that choose for me. And it was amazing. And the tarot prompts are like, you get the randomization. So it's not your decision, but then it's still fun to match the card to the book. So I feel like, we really cooked something up, in my unbiased opinion, and I'm glad that you're enjoying it. Still on my first book. Me too. Oh, 45 minutes. Okay, now I finally caught up to where we were. Hello, thanks for the sprints. It helps with the Tome of Empire the Vampire. Hey, vampire book buddies. But that is a tome. Just finished my first book, City of Bones, and also worked for Team of Cups significated card. Awesome. We love the double dipping. This is everyone vibing with 45 minutes, which is perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Daijah was here. Oh, and we were just talking about movies. So hopefully she's chilling at the movies, and maybe we'll be back later. I don't know, y'all. I'm thinking a good 2 to 3 hours tops, because I don't remember if I was talking to Daijah about this or if I was talking on Sprints the other day about this, but recently my partner and I have been into Sea of Thieves, the game, and I just really want to go be a pirate. So that's where the rest of my evening plans are after Sprints. Just finished work. I'll be listening to Everyone Who Can Forgive Me Is Dead. What a title. What a title. This reminds me of another metal title that I love is Drive Your Plow Over the Bones of the Dead, which was a great book that I gave 5 stars, and I just also think it's one of the coolest titles, similar to this one. And Sid was here. I don't know if she's still here, but hello, I love you. I love you. Ola. Just joining in, reading A Court of Wings and Ruin. See? Now this one's a tricky one. I did not love A Court of Wings and Ruin, but I think that I am in the minority there. And I hope that you love it, because that's a big read. That's a big read. There's a lot going on. It's a great plot kind of centered book. There's so much happening. Quinn's here. Hello. Hello. Finishing my second book in an hour. I love it. I love the woo. It just makes me laugh. I love it. Yes. Hola. Awesome. I want a real life resand and tampon. Tampon Tamlin could go away. Yes. I think we're in agreement with Tampon Tamlin. More of Cursed Bunny. So weird and creepy, but having a good time. That is what we like. That is what we like. Oh, Sid is still here. Sorry, I'm just catching up, y'all. I'm a little behind, but we're getting to it. Hello. What are you reading? Tell the peanut gallery. Share with the class. 15 pages. I think that's about what I did. I think I maybe did like 20 pages. Like I was drinking my beverage. I was eating my snacks. I'm taking my time, and I'm okay with that. Not focused, but I'm willing. I forgot what we were talking about. Maybe it'll come back to me. 56 pages into One Dark Window. Is this the 3 Dark Crown series? There's 2 that sound so similar, and I always mix them up. Or maybe this is later in the series. But I feel like I'm picturing the cover in my mind. I think I know what you mean, or what you're talking about. I love Night Bitch. I forgot that you've read that too. Yes. You guys are just, okay, we have Our Wives Under the Sea, we have Night Bitch, we have Funny Story. Like my whole TBR is being prioritized by these sprints. Just joined reading The Housemaid is Watching. Thank you for being here. I started 2 romances, Getting It On with the Gargoyle and Bewitched by Bailey, both for Summerween readathons. Some Summerween readathons. I want to get a jump start for it. Love it. A friend of mine just sent me a meme today that was like a display in Barnes and Noble of like the monster romances, and the display title was like, "Okay, hear me out." And it made me think, Catherine, if you're still here, it made me think of you immediately. It was like, this feels like a display Catherine would make. Hit send. Oh, willing to go another round. Gotcha. Yeah, we will definitely do at least 1 more, if not like 1.5 more. We'll see where the night takes us. 24% of ripe. I've heard that this is gnarly. Let me know how you are liking it, because I just think I would need to be in the right headspace for that book, but I think it would be a really good read too. Finished Theotan and the Iron Fan, and also started editing a vlog. I'm so proud of you, because I have so much editing to do that I am just procrastinating and head in the sanding about. And it's just hard to get myself actually in like editing. Once I'm there and doing it, it's like fine and we can get through it. But it's like, you know what I mean? Like organizing the footage, getting all of your like extra stuff together, or like if you use a template or whatever software you use, for some reason it's just that barrier is like, okay, I have to edit, and I need to just remind myself that it's like, it's fine. You've done this like plenty of times. Just boot it up. Just boot it up and get your butt in there and go edit. So maybe I'll do some editing this next sprint. What is the vlog that you're editing? If you can share. 50 pages of Wolf Gone Wild for the Moon card, which is pretty perfect for a werewolf romance. Yeah, that definitely fits the bill, I would say. Oh, my Facebook's being talked about. I know, really. Like, this is very Sydney coded vibes in the chat. That's so my vibe. I don't even know what we're talking about, but I do get the energy that we're in the same wavelength tonight. The vibes are good. On page 222 of Happy Place. So sad and so good. And so angel number page count. I love to see it. Did I say Happy Place? I feel like I might have said Funny Story because we were talking about it. But you're reading Happy Place. How are you liking your book? It's okay. I'm trying not to freak out about me only feeling that it's okay, but it's Dowry of Blood in case that you just joined. I don't know. It's good. I just feel like it's, and this is my thing with immortal vampires in general. And maybe I just need to stop trying to make myself like vampires. But if your life is endless, why are you still acting like a child? You know, I just don't understand. If you're thousands of years old, how do you not have more wisdom than what you have? Is my struggle. And I hope that fixes or improves, because I also get that it's like the story of their vampire lives. So at a certain point, like, you are a young vampire. I get it. So we'll see. But I'm sobering to the possibility that I'm not going to like this book, and I'm not ready for that possibility. So there's still lots of pages to go. There's time to turn it around. Made it past page 200 of Closing Common Orbit. Hoping to get to 300 tonight, but who knows? That's where I'm at. Is like, yeah, I'll keep reading. We'll see. I DNF'd Our Wives Under the Sea. What? I'm so curious. Like, what made you DNF it? Or you were just like bored or not feeling it? I live in San Diego and AC is the best. Yes. AC is needed in San Diego. Hey, look, all the gang is all here. Welcome to the party. I'm so sorry if you just heard me talking about Dowry of Blood. It's going great and I love it, and there's nothing to worry about. And that's it. Send message. My attention wandered off for a bit, but I did read some of Mina Among the Shadows. I love it. I mean, also, like, I had like a very spacey casual sprint myself. Dishwasher would be lovely. It is like, we've lived here for, it's July, like 8 months now, and every time I start the dishwasher, I have this moment of, wow, this is life changing. Like, this is, I don't think I'll get tired of it. Having to hand wash dishes for just like years. It's amazing. I really don't take it for granted now. She's still here, y'all. Have you made a Hear Me Out book display? Because if you have, that makes sense. And if you haven't, what would you put on it? Because I think you'd be so good at it. Made some lemonade and got some work done. I know, I ate my entire bowl of popcorn and I feel like now I need another snack. So that might be in my cards pun very much intended for the next one. I'm thinking we sprint at 30 after. So we got about 10 minutes to keep yapping. I'm at page 856 pages for day 3 of my psychotic challenge, and I'm losing my mind. Hell yeah, brother. You're almost there for day 3. Have you made it every day so far? Jan is trying to do a psychotic challenge that I think is public. If not, I might be about to expose you. But she's trying to read 1,000 pages a day for 10 days in a row. And it sounds like it's going well for the math part. But how is the brain part? How's the Jan part? How's the emotional well-being part going? We moved into our new house in October, and my parents have, but I've never had or used dishwasher or central heat and air in my life. It is wild. It is wild. And all of these memes about like, oh, when your partner doesn't load the dishwasher correctly or you don't load the, it's like, well, I don't know. Like, I could very much be loading the dishwasher incorrectly. I'm actually quite positive that I am, because I hadn't lived with the dishwasher in my adult life until now. So that's been a process, but I feel for you. I really do. Got another 30 pages into Tail Chaser, and it got dark, and now the cats are in peril. I'm so scared that that's going to be similar with the dog mystery that I got. Is like, okay, there's dogs in this cozy mystery, and then I think if something goes down with the dogs, I'm just going to have to, that's going to be quickly set that book down. You know what I mean? I really enjoyed Hannah Grace's writing a lot. She had some fun meta moments. Yeah, definitely agree. I can't imagine not having central AC. I will be personally responsible for making the Texas power grid overload. Me and the Bitcoin farms. Yes. Texas is on another level. You do what you gotta do. I highly recommend Emily Henry's YA book, A Million Junes. Magical realism, and it's so good, and no one talks about it. I always forget that this exists. If I were to ever do a taste test, I would squeeze this in there simply as a wild card. You heard it here first. Be like, bet you didn't see this one coming. The taste test. Same thing happens to me with hobbies. Yeah, I've just accepted that I bounce around at this point. Like, it's just what's going to take me today. I don't know. Right now it's reading, and in an hour it could be anything else. Yes, she's currently working on a Chewy. Hopefully that you can't hear in the background. That would be so obnoxious. But she only does this when I'm like streaming, and I think it's because she doesn't know like who I'm talking to or why I'm talking. So it's like a soothing anxiety. She's not really a dog that just like chews to chew. So it's like a self-soothing thing, I think. But yeah, look at her go. On top of the world. She is the cutest boofer. Yeah, absolutely insane project. Love Allan Poe. I have a gorgeous edition of his works with stunning engravings. I don't know that I've actually read any of Edgar Allan Poe, but one of these days we're going to get to it. Hello. I was just thinking about A Million Junes and if I should read it. Well, survey says that it's worth your time. I love your short story vlog. Thank you so much. It was so great. I picked up and read Peach Pit right after because you got me all inspired. This makes me so happy because that vlog taught me so much about what I like, that the fact that I do like short stories and that I want to be reading more of them. And I just feel like I don't really see them talked about in the book internet sphere very often. And so it was fun to kind of explore that. Like I had no idea what I was going to expect. So I'm glad that it inspired you to pick up a short story. And Peach Pit, I was sad that I did not roll in my spinner wheel Peach Pit, because that's like the book I had just got on pre-order when I started filming for that vlog. And I was like, well, the odds are good that I'm going to get to read it. It was like the newest one, so I was all excited. So let me know how it goes, because I still haven't read it after all this time, and I'm itching to. This is Edgar Allan Poe. I've loved his work since I stole a complete copy in middle school. I feel like Edgar Allan Poe would approve of this. I used to press flowers between the pages. Also would approve of this. I love it. What a cute story. You're my kind of person. Nice to meet you. I'm Anna. Nice to meet you. Welcome to the party. It's so good. I loved how she talks about grief and has some forbidden romance, Romeo and Juliet type of vibes. In a young adult, I love it. Go Emily. 37% into Graceling, and I made a mistake. It's a graphic novel, not a manga. Nice, nice, nice. I'm at the movies, but I wanted to come say we've passed 800 people. Y'all, like how? We were at 500 on like the day before the readathon. Literally insane. I'm going to have to go back and see. I wonder if I could find how many participated last year. Because I sure as fuck know it was not 800. So this is wild. But thank you all for being on board for a kooky tarot team-based readathon, because what a time to be alive. Like, this is how I know that y'all are my people. Are like books, tarot cards, making a extra competitive game out of all of it. Love it. Happy to be here. I should read Drive Your Plow. It sounds like my kind of book. Okay, well, here's the pitch for Drive Your Plow Over the Bones of the Dead. It is translated. I always forget the actual language, but I think it takes place in like this like remote mountain village somewhere in Europe. It follows this little old lady who lives on her own, and her job is to like take care of her neighbors' houses when they go on vacation away from like the harsh winters. And she loves animals, and she is kind of like seen as like the village spinster. And she doesn't feel like she's taken seriously, but she's also like very content in her own company. And her little passion project is that she's an astrologer, and she tries to predict the day that someone will die based on the day that they are born and looking at their astrological chart. And then mysterious things start happening in her remote wintry town. And it is just the wildest ride. The first like 80% is like, what is going on with this old lady in the woods? But the last 10%, it like all comes together. But it is just the most it's so fun. I wish I could read that book for the first time again. I loved every second of it. But if you're reading it and you're like, I don't know like what is happening here, you just trust. Popular opinion, I don't like Rhysand himself much. I felt like he could be very pompous, but I also felt like Rhysand and Feyre, yeah, like I like them together. But I also don't like Feyre's personality that much. Like I felt like they were a good match on the page, but after like 2,000 pages of reading about them together, it was like, I'm tired of you people. Happy for you, love that you love each other, but I've had enough of you both. So I feel like I relate. So stoked. Truly, like, just happy that y'all are excited to be here too. Sid is reading Age of Myth and 1-star romance, but I'm currently writing out welcome letters for Patreon. So cute. I love that you do those. Also, the movie theater lost their power and internet earlier today, and the power is back, but not the internet, so they can't run anybody's cards, so they're giving out free popcorn and drinks. Let's go. A win is a win. And I might be about to make a second bag of popcorn after I just inhaled this, but we shall see. But we'd love free. That's like a free $20 that they're just giving out for free. That shit's expensive these days. So OMG, hi. That's what I'm saying. Is like the squad is here. I know I said we're gonna sprint, but we're gonna chat for just a few more minutes and then we'll sprint. One Dark Window is a duology that was hella popular last year. Is the second one 3 Dark Crowns? Or is that a completely other series? Maybe those are the two that I always mix up. Hello, Readathon. Well, everyone, welcome to the Tewa Readathon is how I like that came out of my mouth and was like, oh yeah, that was an accident. I love when she writes about grief. I shall read it. This was one of the things I loved about Beach Read. So I'm excited to see that and like hear that it continues in some of her other books too. Jan loves Ripe. I feel like I don't know if I knew that you read it. I have made a Monster Romance display and I will do it again. Excellent. Excellent. Good. Love Ripe. I love the pomegranate on the cover. I'm curious if is it just like for funsies that it's a pomegranate cover, or is the pomegranate like a thing in the book? Have to work in the morning, but trying to finish this book. Okay, yes, we will be sprinting in about a few minutes. Currently playing Cooking Mama on Switch while I eat Subway, and then I'll be listening to the Ballad of Never After, and I'm bored. The way you just blasted me back to childhood with Cooking Mama. Oh my gosh, I love that game. I haven't thought about that game in many, many moons, but it's such a fun cookie time. And then she's getting back to it. A dowry of blood being just okay is criminal. I know. I'm so sorry. I'm so far behind. Vampires should be gay, and trauma is regressive. You're right. You have made some points, and I'm going to think about this. I'm going to do some pondering. Exiting after the dowry hate. Listen, it's not hate. I'm only halfway through, and I am just undecided. And that's where I'm at. Agree regarding vampires. It happened to me with Lestat in the Vampire Chronicles. He was so immature I couldn't take it. Yeah, there's some other book I don't actually think was vampires that I read not too long ago where it was like, why are you behaving like this if you have endless eternity to figure your shit out? But then maybe it also becomes like, there are no consequences and I have endless power and I live forever, so I don't have to be accountable or think about my actions or anything like that. And I could see that argument as well. So I have mixed thoughts, I guess. I like vampire stories when it's queer and mad. Also fair. Also fair. It's dragging, not really my genre, but the definitions are messing with the pace. Damn. It sucks when things pull you out of it like that. I get what you mean. The backpedal on dowry. Yeah, like I said, it's great and I love it and everything is good and fine. Send message. Exactly. I gave dowry 4 stars and it wasn't good enough for Jan. This is not the reassurance that I needed. Shit. It's fine. It's fine. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. I've never used a dishwasher in my life. I don't mind hand washing since I'm not the one who cooks. That's also, that's like the perfect arrangement too. My parents have the same dynamic and they've been just disgustingly in love for the last 30 odd years. My mom cleans and my dad cooks and it works great for them. 1,000 pages. I'm just trying to read 100 pages a day. You and me both. If I read 100 pages a day, I am patting myself on the back. That is a good reading day for me. I'm like, yes, I'm a reader. I deserve to be on BookTube. This is where I belong. I'm getting so much done. That's 100 pages for me. So we're in the same boat. I'm at 2,400-ish, so I'm behind because my dumbass went to the movies last night to see A Quiet Place. And now I have all these birthday plans. No, listen. Everyone bullied Jan for this. Like, you are allowed to celebrate your birthday and see a movie. No one is upset that you are several hundred pages behind in this insane project that you're doing. You are allowed to enjoy yourself, especially around your birthday. Don't bully yourself, or we're going to bully you for bullying yourself. This is how I show love. I'm just trying to read a page a day. Honestly, real. And that's a win. Oh, I was bored. Okay, this was the DNF. It's like, yeah, that's why I DNF anything. It's like, yeah, meh, moving on, which is the best valid reason to DNF. I'm in Old Pasadena. Got square space, but lost central air. It's an adjustment for someone who's always cold. Yeah. Yeah. We can hear her, but it's okay. I'm so sorry. She is being a very good girl. She's still going to town, just doing her thing. Peach Pit was overall pretty good. I gave it 3 stars. Like all anthologies, it has some bangers and some weaker stories. Kind of a mixed bag. That was mostly my experience with all the collections I've read. And I decided that I'm fine with that. Like, that's just what I kind of came to expect. Would still recommend it, though, for sure. I will get to it. It does sound just like so right up my alley. Ripe was in my top 10 last year. Oh, shit. I am a fake Jan fan. But I am going to get also to Ripe. I think I need to just do, this is the problem with me hosting sprints. The last time I hosted sprints was for the Reindeer Readathon in December. And I always am like, I'm so inspired. I'm going to do this vlog. I'm going to read these books. You convinced me that this was good. And this is what happens when I don't stream for a while, is I'm just like, yes, reading is amazing. The community is amazing. I'm going to do all these things. And so now I can just feel my brain like, oh, reading commenters' recommendations. It's fine. It's just the person I am. But I'm glad that you loved Ripe, because this is, I'm making mental notes. It is a completely other series. 2 Twisted Crowns. Okay, that's what I'm confused. 2 Twisted Crowns and 3 Dark Crowns, I think, are the 2 that I mix up constantly. So that makes sense. Ripe is a 5-star that I don't recommend to everyone. It's so bleak, but so well written. Okay. That must have been, maybe that's your review that I was thinking of, because I know I've heard that it's like dark, but also excellent. A man will become an immortal vampire instead of going to therapy. You know what? This also, I am understanding some things about Dowry of Blood. This is like an impromptu book club now. A man will become an immortal vampire instead of going to therapy. Yeah. Yeah. Insert Jan bullying. Yes, Jan, it's okay to prioritize yourself outside of being productive on your birthday. It's okay. Oh, not Tarot Killer. This is what I get for taking forever to catch up. Y'all are just like patiently waiting for me to get to the spam. We did get Tarot Killer on Daijah Sprints the other day, and I was just dying at some of the absolutely insane things coming out of this bot's word vomit. It really does just make me laugh most of the time. But anyways, rip Tarot Killer. I'm sure they will find us again. The return. Yes, Tarot Killer returns. This time it's personal. Yes. Oh my gosh, gets me every time. I didn't even read what it said, but I'm sure I'll get another chance. Anyways, let's do another 45 minutes, and that'll put us a little bit after 8 o'clock. It was low-key hilarious last time. It really was. I already forgot what my favorite one was, but there were some like quality quotes from Monday. Why were you added? I need to add some mods to my channel. I really was just cruising over here. Y'all are like, okay, when are you gonna get to it? Yikes. Yikes. This is okay. Daijah and I were like, what is the deal with Tarot Killer? Like, what's the, yes, I will make you guys mods. But like because I forgot that they showed up last year on the Readathon too. It's just the thing that they're focused on. I really summoned them. This is what I asked for. Thank you so much, sir. Appreciate it. Yes. So let's do a sprinty. And I will add some mods and then we'll come back to it. Also, I feel like I should have warned you before the last sprint that I'm not really an ambiance gal. So if the silence was loud, I'm sorry about that. I will listen to ambiance like on my own, but most of the time I'm like, I just want a vibe. I just want to read. So that's what I'm doing. But obviously, do your own thing if you would like to. Let's reset. All right. I'll see you in a few. Hello. How did it go? I just got to a twisty twist on the last page that I read, so, you know, I'm a little past halfway. Things are getting saucy. Let's say. How did you do? Oh, sorry, I could turn this off. Where are we at? How are things going? And where did I leave off? My first time being introduced to Tarot Killer. Yeah, honestly, I don't know. It's a quirk that comes with the territory, I guess. Sid is out. Got an interesting day as a nurse tomorrow on the 4th of July. That sounds like a wild time. Hope to finish my first readathon read tonight. I love it. Hello. Just finished Radiance for Caring Characters. I love that so many of y'all are like wrapping up books in these sprints. That's what we're here for. Going to watch the new Axel Foley. Got to page 100. Y'all have a good night with the Z's. Paulina's here. Hello. Reading Alatsue. I heard this is so good. I hope that you love it. Finished my first book, and now I'm working in a few hours, and I'm headed to bed. Thank you for joining, being along for the ride into Graceling and Can't Stop, and then also 74% Nearly in Tears. Graceling, I never read, but it feels like one of those kind of like golden era like fantasies to me, and I am so intrigued. It feels like not a modern classic, but just like a very popular. I feel like a lot of people have read Graceling. It sounds like for good reason. Gee, hi. Oh, that's me. LOL. Got to 60% in my audiobook and then made and had dinner. That was a busy 45 minutes. I am gonna have to figure out what I want for dinner because the popcorn is not doing it. Your girl is feeling snacky. I read another 15 pages and had cereal. Maybe I'll have a bowl of cereal. That sounds pretty good. Listen to 7% of Alatsue since joining. I love that. I just hit 150 in One Dark Window by Doggy. She comes and goes. I don't know where she probably just went into the bedroom. Almost to page 240. I read another 70 pages, super productive sprint. That's awesome. I think I read another 20 or so. Oh, she's back. She's back. She's wandering. I think I must just be slow. I don't even think I think I probably read maybe 15 pages. But what I am really liking about this is the writing is just gorgeous. It's like written in letters, and it's just really beautiful writing style. Like the narrator is like, it's written in like, I almost said two person. It's written in two person, second person, and it's just very like beautiful language, and I'm enjoying that for sure. 157 pages into my reread of I'm in Love with the Villainess. I do love a villain read. I found a snack, crackers, and cheese. Now to decide what to read. Cheese is very often the answer. I do love the cheese. You scared me. I was editing and forgot I had this on. That's the thing with not doing ambiance that I have learned is like I'll just pop back in. Be like, surprise, I'm here. About 3/4 through my current book, Spark of the Everflame. I'm liking it, and I feel like depending on the ending, it's going to be 3.5 or 4. Posted a poll in the Discord. Nice. Hello, wandering over from other sprints. I'm reading A Messy Murder by Simon Brett, one of my horse of NetGalley arcs. Host. I'm trying to work into prompts. Okay, let me be so real with you for a second. I don't know when I last logged into NetGalley, and I just reached a point of I give up. I already have so many books that I want to read that are published that I just decided that I'm okay with never catching up with my NetGalley. And it's been very liberating. But I also do miss being able to go in and just like request whatever anticipated book I'm excited about. So that was nice. I do miss that aspect of it. But I have enjoyed I can't even tell you how many, I'm sure many books are just sitting archived in NetGalley that I never touched. Oh, guess who's here? Guess who's here? Now the party can start.
Hello.
What's going on, my friend?
It's been a long time. I've been running around LA because I was like, I put off all the errands I was supposed to do till today, and because I thought that I'd have a half day at work, but then the day was so busy that the day became a full day. And I was like, I will clearly, I can clearly do all of my errands in 2 hours. And that's what I just did.
Perfect.
Yep. So here I am, alive and well.
Here I am. What are you reading?
I'm reading Life's Too Short by Abby Jimenez because what else do I do?
Abby Jimenez over here. Always.
What about you?
I love it. I am reading A Dowry of Blood. And it's going interesting.
Nice.
But yeah, halfway through. You timed this so perfectly. We just ended the last sprint.
Great.
So
it's
we're
like
chilling.
I was watching in the background. I really was.
Were you? Oh no.
No. I was gonna, if I had waited for my computer to turn on, I would have been, earlier. But I'm saying weird things. Catherine.
I'm saying weird things.
Hello, my friend.
Look.
Hi, everyone.
Look at this.
What's up? Oh my God, everyone's here reading. I didn't think. Hola, bonjour.
Yes.
Hello.
It's been a vibe.
Oh my gosh. Which one are you thinking? Because I have a certain order that you must follow.
Please tell me. Because I haven't read any of them either. So
You got to start with the Part of Your World series, okay?
Okay.
So just start with Part of Your World and then immediately go into yours truly. Then you could take a little bit of a break, I think, because you're going to be like so immersed in that world that you want to then move over to the Friend Zone series. Now with this one, don't make the mistake that me and Sarah did when we read this book together. We started with book 2 of the Friend Zone. That is an absolute no-no. You want to do not read Happily Ever Playlist first. Read the Friend Zone. Then the Happily Ever Playlist. Then Life's Too Short. And everything will matter. And then you can top it off with Just for Summer, going back to the Part of Your World series. And I think that's it, right? Is there any other books I'm missing? I don't know.
Oh, I would not be the one to ask. You just unleashed the Abby Jimenez universe. And I'm grateful for it.
Yeah.
It's like, listen, here's the game plan.
Yeah. Part of Your World first for sure. And it's funny because that's the book. I just remember Christine telling me to read that. And I was like, And I read it and was like, oh my God. This is a very good book.
I feel like I've heard you talk about Abby Jimenez so much that it's made me want to pick it up. But I don't think...
Me too. Trust me. Do you like characters?
Do I like characters? Yes.
Do you like well-written characters?
What if I was like, no?
Then, that's fine because Abby has a wonderful plot for you too.
I do. Yes. I like well-written characters.
There you go.
Oh God.
Like, which one? The question is, which one are you starting with? That was what I wanted to ask the group.
Inquiring minds would like to know.
Yeah.
I totally forgot where I was. I think here. Just began my third read. This is the most I've ever read in my life. I love that so much for you. The people are out here cruising through their TBRs.
I'd love to see it.
I really do. Love the Graceling books. Yeah, I feel like I have seen them going around. It's one of those that's like, oh yeah, I've read those. I haven't, but I know that they've made the rounds. 60% heading out soon. Thanks so much for the sprints. Thanks for hanging out. It's been a time. I'm thinking, I know that you just hopped on, but tell me how you feel. I'm thinking we do like one more medium length, like a
Great.
30-minute, and call it a day.
I'm down. I'm here to hang out. Yeah.
Excellent.
You pick me out whenever.
I'm about to eat some Mexican candy. Yes. We love the
Wow.
snacks. Hello.
Hi.
Heard that we were talking about her and came back to check it out. In Love with the Villainess is a lesbian light novel. Otome. Amazing.
Otome. Isake. That's probably what it is.
Nailed it. I think I'm about to start Brazen and the Beast for Morally Grey Hero. That sounds fun. I love a retelling. Momo!
What's up, Alicia?
And we're back. Life's Too Short. It's on my TBR.
It's so good, Sarah. Like, me and Sarah's the one we've gone through it with the Friend Zone series. We started on the wrong book, and normally it doesn't matter what order you start a romance series. But I'm telling y'all,
it matters.
If I ever tell you anything, read the Friend Zone in order, please.
Got it.
There you go.
And that's where start with Part of Your World.
Oh yeah.
And then Friend Zone. Okay.
The Part of Your World is a different series that's immaculate, beautifully sent from the heavens above. It's what I evangelize on. But if you're, don't want to rush through it, you want to savor it, that's when you pause after yours truly. You pause and then you go to the Friend Zone, not Happily Ever Playlist.
Got it.
Exact order the recipe must be followed exactly.
I'm like noted. Got it. Yeah. Okay.
Do not miss the step. Do not turn around.
Do not pass go.
Yeah.
Do not collect $200.
You can collect the $200, but
I mean, get your money. But
yeah, I'm not gonna say that.
Follow instructions.
Yeah.
Need to finish Graceling and submit it today. Thanks for joining. I feel like we had good productive sprints already. I really hopped on sprints and was like, hey, everybody, we're sprinting. I need to read. So we
perfect.
Immediately started sprinting.
That's my favorite kind.
Yeah.
I
was going to start with Part of Your World.
Perfect choice.
Please tell the story. This was the journey of Abby Jimenez.
Oh, yeah.
Is this the story?
Yeah. So I've pretty much said it, but so me and Sarah are like, oh, we love Abby Jimenez so much. Wow, I love it here. La, la. So we were like, let's buddy read Happily Ever Playlist because sounds so cute. Wow, the cover is so cute. And so we're reading it and we're just not having a good time, honestly. Like we were like, this is just so like fairy tale. It's like literally like happily ever after. Like okay, it's just all this, it just doesn't seem real, like this is weird. And then time passed, and then we read The Friend Zone. I'm telling y'all, you have to read The Friend Zone first. Trust me here. Everything needs to be read in order.
I'm trusting.
Please read The Friend
trusting.
Zone. If anyone's read this book and knows what happens, you'll understand. You'll know what I'm talking about.
Got it. That's so funny. It was quite impressive. Yeah, there's been some thought into it for sure. The lore of the Abby Jimenez universe.
I just don't like to rush through good stuff. People are different from me. I'm not saying I'm not a binger, but like I think you don't want to rush through a good thing so fast.
I think I'm the same way. I have a coworker who's like, I discovered this new book series and I bought the entire series and I'm going to read the whole thing this weekend. And I'm like,
Yeah.
could not be me. Could not be
No,
me.
yeah.
I'm trying to ride that as long as I can.
Exactly. Like Spy Family, I can't even tell you what volume I'm on, but I know I don't have the latest one because I don't even want the temptation. I want to
Yes.
play it slowly.
I'm trying to take my time.
Exactly.
And that's on being an earth sign, I think.
That makes sense.
Why is Part of Your World so good?
Part of Your World is really good because Abby Jimenez has amazing characters. So it starts off, I just feel like the women in her books are just really career driven, but they show like a good balance of, trying to make it all work, career expectations, relationships. But then there's like a little bit of rom-comery. It's just a delight, honestly. I don't know it's just her characters. I don't know if she like sits and just stares at people and like writes down what they say. It just seems like you're just watching a real life person interact.
I
With a
love
little
that.
bit of magical realism sometimes.
I love when they just feel like normal people. Just
Yeah.
like real. Except actually, the book Normal People was not for me. And they really were just normal people. So maybe I'm full of shit. But and
Well,
romances for sure.
I haven't read Normal People because Christine swears I won't like it, so I'm trusting her opinion because she was right about Abby Jimenez. So I haven't tried it yet. And then you don't like it either, so I'm like, you're not the biggest fan. I don't know if you hated it.
I gave it a generous 2 stars.
Oh, okay.
So that's where I'm at.
Okay.
It's not for me. But I heard that the show is still worth watching. I think I am still going to watch the adaptation, and I could totally see how it would make for good TV. But it's just very frustrating. The whole thing of Normal People is like miscommunication. And I don't think you would like that because I didn't like it.
But like it's a romance, right?
It's like kind of. It's
I
like
don't like when people try to write romance and they don't know the formula. Like there's a formula. And I don't trust.
I don't know if it's really a romance. It's like 2 characters, they meet in high school, and then the book kind of follows them throughout like the next decade of their lives. And like sometimes they're in love and sometimes they're not, and sometimes they're with other people. Yeah, it was not for me. I know that it's for other people, but not for
one
me.
day. It's giving One Day to me. I don't like that feeling.
Mm.
Have you seen that movie?
No.
I also made that a TV show recently.
Character free. Just landscapes.
No, else book's gonna be character. Oh yeah, when I said, "Do you like character?" No, I'm turning my brain on. I promise. Do you like character? Just landscapes for me.
That's okay. I also had a day at the email factory, so we're getting through it.
Yeah.
I'm going to buddy read Part of Your World sometime soon. I've never read Abby Jimenez either. I think we're all about to go on a journey together.
Yeah,
you'll love it.
By the time this year ends, it might have been reread. Yeah, it's a delight.
Past 11:30. Tell me our video games where we play. Oh, I think you were talking about this the other night. Yeah, like the visual novels.
Oh, okay.
I think this is what they were talking about, if I'm not mistaken. An anime trope where a person in regular modern life is sent to another world, usually through summoning or death.
This sounds fun.
Otoma, I am learning. I'm being educated right now. Being sent into an Otome video game.
Got it. Okay, so kind of like
Narnia is a Western example of an isekai. That's wild, and is the perfect way to explain it because my brain was like, "Cool, got it."
Yeah. So it's like Sword Art online, but like.
Got
That's
it. Super cool.
Cool. Well, this one's Villainess, and it's a lesbian.
That sounds fun. It sounds like a good time. Abby's books are such a good time, and I'm excited for Life's Too Short, but make sure you read them in order. I'm glad you're liking it.
Yes. I'm not going to talk about it again. Yeah.
Heard.
Says.
I will not repeat your mistakes.
Yeah.
I'm your coworker. Rough week. Fall face first into a new trilogy. I could never. It seems like a good way to really just go somewhere else. Like, I'm gonna invest 3,000 pages into something completely different.
I
But
do that.
yeah,
I could do it with a book, but I could do it with a. Give me a 16-episode drama.
yes, yes, agreed. Or like a immersive, or like a cozy video game. I'll be like, let me just throw a bunch of hours at this.
Exactly.
Age gap romance. I said what I said.
Oh, I forgot about Part of Your World. The main part is an age gap romance. I suck at selling my favorite books.
It's a tropes, please.
Thank you,
it's
Alicia.
like Little Mermaid, right?
Hi.
Oh my gosh, Sherm.
Look
at that good boy.
You.
Oh, Sherman.
What's going on, buddy? Never happened. We're hanging
He's
out.
Like, oh my gosh, he looks so like proper. It's like on you.
I'm with my arm.
Oh, sure. Generous 2 stars. It really was, y'all. Normal People was a tough time for me. I can see why people like it, but it was not my thing. Rom-commery. Sounded like Sean Connery. I was like, I don't remember him being anyway. Rom-commery.
Yes,
I heard Normal People is sad, and I just don't think I can deal with that. It's frustrating and sad. It's like, it's just people that like accidentally or on purpose cause harm to each other, and that's really sad and frustrating to read. It's like, oh yeah, humans affect each other's lives, sometimes in good ways and sometimes in bad ways, and it just was depressing, and I didn't like it. Yeah, I wouldn't call it a romance.
Great. I won't be picking it up anytime soon.
Off the list.
Yeah.
Catherine, I thought of you and my daughter was opening a bunch of super gay books she got for her birthday today. You'd be delighted. I love this comment. Gay books, thought of Catherine. Yes. Dissociate. Yeah, I'm never in a good place when I read like that. So cute. Oh, sure me. I read Normal People when I started reading, and it almost put me in a reading slump. It doesn't follow romance tropes and heavy on the women's fiction. Yeah. Hard agree. Need more fantasy books. That's the vibe. A proper gentleman. Yes. That's what I'm saying.
There's Sherman Thanatos.
Sherman said you're having a little too much fun over there without me. He came to supervise.
He did. Now he's like perched up awkwardly. Sherman. Please. Okay.
He said, leave me be.
Yeah, he was toenail wouldn't leave the couch. So he's
Sure.
Bless you.
An overworked office woman wakes up in her favorite Otome game. It gives her a chance to pursue the only character she wanted, the villainess. Ooh. That sounds so good. I'm hooked. That was me with Tomorrow X3. I didn't like it because the characters were horrible to each other. It's a really similar vibe. And I liked Tomorrow X3, but I don't think it was like, wow, this is the most amazing book I've ever read. But Normal People had that same energy for sure. Adding the video game book rec, yes. What do we think? We want to do like a good 20, 30 minutes? What's the vibe?
Up to you, man. 30? 25? Sherman, you're choking yourself.
25.
Just get down.
Let's see. Let's call it a 25. Right in the middle.
Great. My phone's on 8%. We'll see how long it takes.
All right, let's do it.
Crush.
Hello. We made it. I got to page, and all that time I got to page 163. But we're getting through it. It has taken a turn. How was your sprint?
It was good. I got like a chapter in.
Perfect.
So, yeah. Great.
We love it.
Wonderful. Reading.
Reading.
Charged my
We
phone.
do
I
that.
was literally cackling. I was cackling because you had to plug your phone in up, and how did y'all know I forgot to plug it in? It's like I was like, oh, my phone, and then I was like, oh, yeah, it was so
Yeah,
funny.
Catherine
Thank you,
was like, I
Catherine.
got you. Let's see. I'm guessing my current read will be a 4.25. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I already thought I wouldn't like normal people, and this settles it. Honestly, it's not one that I would recommend.
Yeah, it's a certain category. Like when you're in the mood, I feel like that's a tearjerker.
Exactly. Yeah, if you want that's something that's going to make you sad and frustrated, that's a good one. Where was I? That's me. Hi, bestie. Steph's here in the house.
Oh, I forgot. Sorry.
Was that a peace sign? What does that?
Are you on
That's
Safari?
crazy.
You don't have any Mac products, do you?
No, I have an iPad, actually.
It might work.
That would be the one.
But yeah, you can do all kind of things. Let's see if it shows up.
That's so fun. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I forgot the other ones.
Cute.
But there are a lot. Oh, maybe this.
Thumbs up.
There you go.
Not bad for 3 hours. Yeah, I would say that's a great pace.
Yeah. Crushed it.
Just got here. Thank you for being here. That was our last sprint, but enjoy your reading. The
Yeah.
rom-commers. That's so funny because earlier you said rom-commery as a adjective.
There you go. More.
Page 163.
Nice.
Got like 20 pages. Very nice.
Fresh.
100 pages left, depending how I'm feeling. I might stay up and finish it. Sometimes that's just what you need.
100 pages. You got that.
Right. Open a fresh beverage, get a little snack, get cozy. You got it.
Yeah, I feel like the first 100 is completely different from the last 100.
Yes.
Like that's
the last. It's a mood. It's an energy.
The last 100, you got like momentum to carry to the end.
You're in it.
Mm.
217 of Swift and Saddled. Have you read these?
No, I'm getting mentally prepared for.
Yes, me too.
Yeah,
me too.
I need to get these on hand.
I think that we all have the same idea. Yeah, great. 15 pages again. You've been so consistent. I love that.
Nice.
45% of My Hero Academia.
Yeah. I've never read that manga, but I love the show. I don't know why I had such a visceral reaction to a book I've never read. Yeah.
I was like, oh, Monique is about to throw down about My Hero Academia, but
no, I won't go anymore into that because I haven't actually picked it up. But I love the show.
Oh my god, I have not seen the show or read the books.
Do you like anime cartoon? I'm sure you like. Well, we watched Legends of Korra.
We did. Why did I forget that we did that?
Yeah.
Was I drunk? What happened?
Probably we were. Yeah.
Oh my god, I totally forgot we watched that.
I know you like an animated series.
I do. I just haven't really dabbled much in anime or manga. It's not for like I think that if I ever were to get into it, I would be into it. but it's
I
just
feel
been
like
like
it's for
it's a
you.
matter of time. Like it's gonna happen eventually.
Yeah, you like translated works, you know?
Exactly. It makes sense. It
It's
makes
all
sense.
meant for you.
I finished editing a video, Catherine.
A
I'm so
star.
proud.
What taught you all stars?
She's a runner. She's a track star.
You and we need me dead. Oh,
Yes, exactly. Yes, Catherine.
yes.
Had
I
a
don't know the thing.
shower. Yes. Lost track of time watching BookTube. I really almost made this like a BookTube watching sprint session because I want to watch everyone's like tarot TBRs and I am so behind. I just need to like sit down, talk about like
I'm
getting
years behind
cozy
at
in
this.
a moment. Oh, I'm so far behind. My watch later is embarrassing. I
I'm
think I
like,
just need to
I
start
stop
fresh.
adding to it and just, or that's
Yeah,
a good idea. I feel bad starting fresh though. So
I know. I
I
think I
just,
need to just mentally like, I love you all. I had every good intention. Maybe I'll
yeah.
go in there and throw a bunch of likes, you know? Be
Oh, I
like, this is the
definitely like
best
the
I can
video,
give you.
but yeah, I'm like,
Yeah. I'm like, I just don't think I don't think I can. I think I just need to wipe a clean start.
wipe the plate clean.
Yeah. A book they picked out of the trash. I don't think that I have. I feel like I would remember if I had.
Anyone here ever read a book they picked out of the trash? Like the actual trash can? Like you saw someone threw a book away? I couldn't. I don't think I could do
I don't
that.
think I know.
Because why did they throw a book away? It's got to be stained in some way that can't be redeemed, and I can't turn that page.
There's gotta be a reason.
Like I would have to have gloves. Like I'm not. I don't think I'm a germaphobe, but the idea of touching like
You
a
yeah.
soiled book grosses me out. Like I'm not afraid to go to the library, but like the fact that it was thrown in the trash, something must have happened.
Something must have
That's such a
happened.
big step because it could be easily donated. So I don't think I can do it.
Do you feel like okay, but like symbolically, do you feel like you've picked a book out of the trash? That's like, why is everyone shitting on this
Yeah,
book? It's amazing.
yeah, all the time. I feel like
It's
can't
like,
think of a title right now, but yes. I mean, we're in classic literature, you know. That's
true.
in itself.
True. Y'all do read some wild shit in
Yeah,
classic literature. Sometimes I will just cluelessly tune into the sprints after being like tuned out for weeks. I'm like, I don't
yeah.
know, what are they up to? Like, let's hang out, and it'll immediately be like tentacles, several. I'm like, oh, this tracks.
Oh my gosh, it's fun. Yeah,
It is fun.
never a dull moment.
No, I never read the books, and I always have so much fun in those live shows. The last 100 pages is the easiest to finish. Yeah, Eliza has 10 pages. Like that's cake money. You're almost there.
Yeah, you're there.
You're there. 215 of Wolf Gone Wild. I might be. Look at us, y'all. We are all. I really would like to finish A Dowry of Blood tonight too. It just depends on my motivation, and I think I really feel the call. I'm about to start some video games.
Yeah,
So
I was like, I know exactly what you're doing. You're gonna finish on a round number, gonna go grab a beverage, and you're separate the rest of the night.
I
You're like,
am. Yes.
I
I
don't
need a
even know
refresh.
why you're gonna pretend to read that book. You're like, I have to read now so I can play later.
Yes. I have one more page to the end of the chapter, and I think that's where it's going to end for tonight.
There you go.
I still need to do my tarot pull for the day. I just remembered. I need to do mine too. I usually pull my own tarot cards every day, and I have been slacking this week. But I'm going to do it. I know. I've been loving everyone sharing their little daily cards in the like tarot channel. I didn't even know that that's what that channel would turn into, but it's been like so cute and wholesome to be like, I pulled this card and I reflected on it and I think it means this in my life. I'm like, you guys are so cute. I know, it's so precious. If you want to boost your mood, just go read through that channel. It's so sweet. I can give some killer anime recs. I don't know. I'm gonna be a fresh, brand new baby, but whenever I get there, I will I will let you know.
You should read. You should watch Erased. I really like that one, and that's all
What?
I have.
Which one was it?
Erased.
Erased.
Apparently, it ends differently from the manga, but there's also a live action I'm watching, and it's cool.
Okay.
I won't say much.
There's so much
Like
going on.
it's like a kind of. It's got like time travel in it, and you like time travel,
I do. I do.
and they're trying to solve a crime, and that's could always be fun. And it's got
I'm
and the main
intrigued.
characters are kids, so you like stuff like that, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm
there's a
speaking
great
of
mom character in it, and there's
a mom
characters that
character.
yeah, she's cool. So like
She's cool.
she's like badass, and that's all
Oh,
I've
I
got.
love it.
Yeah.
I am like halfway through. I just got back into the Amari series. I'm like halfway through Amari and the Great Game.
Yes.
And it's
Should we
so
budget
good.
the third one is coming out soon?
Oh, hell yeah, we should. That's the motivation I need.
Here we go.
Hell yes, we should.
I think it's coming out in August or something.
Oh, yes. No, I like it's just such a good fun time. And I just
really is.
I just love these kids so much.
No, yeah, it's such a fun time. I was just
Ugh.
thinking about it. I was looking at my shelf like, what should I read? You know, and I was like, wait a minute, Amari's coming out soon. Maybe a reread
Yes.
future.
Yes. I thought about rereading the first one because it had been so long, but then I got into Amari and the Great Game and was like, oh, I'm fine. I'm chilling. It all came back.
Yeah, it wasn't hard to catch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good time.
My watch list is so long. I know. I really think I need a clean break.
It's
The actual trash can. I was in high school and definitely too bored to care. That I get that. You're like, I just need something to read. I will
like
read
it.
the trash book. I never read those.
I read that.
Girl
I think I read that one, and then actually, I might have read the first two or something, and I didn't keep going.
Yeah.
It's like a scorpion or a spider. I don't know.
Something. I'm loving everyone's daily pulls. I know. I love it. Helps motivate me to pull every day. That too. I was reading this morning and was like, ooh, I should do that. I should do that.
Yeah, I forgot to do that. I didn't do it yesterday. Oops.
Oh well.
Yeah. Okay. I'll get right, team. Don't worry.
Yes. I started a fresh notebook to do my reflections in. Nothing like a new journal to motivate. Could not agree more.
A good idea.
Yes.
I have so many notebooks that I say I'm going to write in. Why not do it this month?
Yeah, tarot journal.
Wow.
Oh, yes.
What a concept.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Sorry.
Like, I have so many blank notebooks. But now I'm like, maybe I should go get another one, you know?
Yeah, the perfect one
Yeah.
for tarot. Yes. I know. I have, for years, I used the Biddy tarot planners. Like probably 4 or 5 years. And then this year I splurged on the Ritual tarot planner, and it's amazing. It was worth every penny. But the Biddy planners worked well for me for a long time. I just love it. I love having the dedicated, like not having to make the calendar yourself, and like every day is already in there, and you just put in whatever card it is. But and there's like a spread for like all the new moons and full moons.
It's
and like
physical
the
or
solstices.
Digital?
I think they do have virtual ones now. I have the physical ones because I'm a pen and paper gal. But I think you can get virtual ones like for an iPad or something.
Maybe I'll look at that.
I like it. Genuinely Bacano is genuinely a masterpiece. Cowboy Bebop.
Oh, Cowboy Bebop? You will love Cowboy Bebop. Actually, wait.
Okay.
Yes. You will like that.
Okay.
It's like 80s cool, It's like, and you can just tell that it had never been done before. You know what I mean? Like they,
Yeah.
it's just like it's you can tell it's a classic. It's just I haven't watched it all the way through, but I was like, okay, I can understand why people hype this up.
People love it. Yeah.
Sailor
That
Moon,
sounds fun.
Serial Experiments Lane was ahead of its time. And Madoka Magica. I'm gonna write this down.
I know, this is so fun. This is like the starting place that I need. It's just like overwhelming. Like, where do I even begin?
I mean, I just picked one day.
Just start.
Yeah, I was like, this sounds interesting. Well, I guess technically I did it for, well, it's mine. No,
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
There's always need for another notebook. I really have so many. And I save them for the perfect thing. What is a new notebook for? What to say I'm going to write in it, and then save it for forever. Just the right thing. That's yes. Same wavelength.
Exactly.
I got a tarot journal and it's not very good, at least for me. There's not enough room for writing out my interpretation. So I just end up crossing out their prompts and writing my own stuff. Yeah. The reason that I like the one I have now is because it's like completely blank. It's just like the structure is there, but there isn't any like prompts. Like you still do your own cards and write your own things. But yeah, you just have to find whatever works for you, or just a good old notebook, and then the world is your oyster. Yeah. With a pretty cover I'd been holding on to. Perfect. Yes.
Nice. I have so many of those.
Yes. Got distracted, forgot to come back. I think we're like about to call it a night, but thanks for hanging out anyway.
Yep.
Favorite of mine is the kind of anime where you're still finding. Okay. Monique is like, write this down.
Bacani. Have you all? Never mind.
There's like the way that you'll be like halfway through something and you're like, actually,
I'm not
that could just be for me.
It, and I'm not gonna make sense, but there's like this French song called like Bacane, and like I keep reading that as the title of the French song. Like, yeah, I just saw it on TikTok one time and I was like, ooh, let me add this to my playlist.
Like stickers, I force myself to use my notebooks. Otherwise, I just hoard them to get forever. Here's a hack that I've started doing. Is because I don't use my stickers or my notebooks. So I've started putting my stickers on my notebooks. Yes.
I was like, I don't like putting stickers on things, but I don't use these notebooks. So I just started sticking them on my planner.
Same brain. It's the same.
And now I start buying stickers so I can put them on my planner. So now it's just a sync cycle.
I don't know where I had it right here. It must be in the other room, but I just bought a sticker the other day because I was like, this will fit perfectly on my notebook.
I'm like, this is crazy. I don't even use stickers. That's funny. We're exactly the same.
That is hilarious. I have an addiction to buying notebooks. It's a vicious cycle. It really is.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you all for hanging out and partying with us. This was a good time. And I'm glad that you hopped in here too, Monique. This was what a hoot and a half.
Thanks for having me.
Hoot and a half. Hell yeah. Reserving an Airbnb for my dad. It was a process. At least you got, you made something happen. Sometimes that's like a longer process than it needs to be. But I think that's where we're going to call it. Thanks for hanging out. There's more sprints for Tarot Readathon in the Discord. I think there's one on Elizabeth's channel on Friday. And we'll see you soon. Love you. Bye.